backhand towards the goal. Loose puck, everybody scores! Tie game! Taves is 2 for 2 in the shootout. And he comes again. Makes the move, scores! This guy is unbelievable. Now Crosby in front on the backhand for Crosby. Scores! Corey, Perry, Sidney, Crosby. It's 2-0 Canada. Schrader to extend it. Schrader, way to extend it.
Growing up, the World Juniors was something special to me, and to finally play in front of all those fans, watching on TV, the great support, every World Junior tournament, so I was excited to finally play for them and eventually win the gold for them.
After winning the gold medal at last year's World Junior Championship in Buffalo, Team Canada begins preparation for this year's tournament in Kamloops, BC, with the Summer World Junior Showcase between Canada, Finland, Sweden, and the United States.
I'm looking forward to playing in that because it'll be a good chance to meet some of my potential teammates and maybe build some chemistry, and you get to learn a little bit of the systems that Canada has there, and it should be good to catch up and hang out with some of my London Knights teammates like Liam Foudy and Evan Bouchard.
Ottawa Senators draft pick Alex Formenton is one of the 2 returning players for Canada, along with Anaheim Ducks draft pick and Montreal native Max Comtois.
When you watch it as a kid, it's just a dream playing for Hockey Canada, and I had the chance with 17, U18, got the chance last year to play at the World Junior.
Loose in the corner, Comtois, the centering pass, scores! Out to Comtois! And it's 4-1!
I get the chance again, so I'm really excited about that. It's going to be my job and Alex to stay poised, to show the way, and try to get everyone comfortable, and that they just have to focus on what they're capable of on the ice.
Create chemistry with other guys, and we just have to build our own story. We have to reset. We have to start to nothing, and just build our story, like I said.
This year, Team Canada is led by new coach Tim Hunter, a former NHL player who served as an assistant with the team for the last 2 years.
The whole country stops December 26th. Everyone puts down their fork and knife and enjoy this group of young men that are not professionals, and they're still playing for that glory of winning and playing and representing Canada. Would be just tremendous, especially in Canada, in Vancouver, where I played, had great 4.5-year career, and even being in Western Canada, being from Calgary, and to win would be very, very special.
While last year's team had 7 returning players, this year's squad will feature mostly first-timers, but with plenty of first-round NHL draft picks to choose from.
It's just so early to say, who and who's going to do what, and what expectations do we have on other people other than just the returning guys that we're familiar with.
Been setting the tone and setting the example and sending the message for us for this year's team. Even though Alex may make the Ottawa Senators and may not come back and play for the World Juniors, we want him to help out in the summer, and then we wish him luck and we ask him that question, hey Alex, if you have the opportunity to come back and play for the World Juniors, if your team was to loan you, all the guys we asked that question to are really excited and saying, yes, I'd love the opportunity to play for the World Junior team again.
But we look for them to carry on and help deliver that mindset that we're using a lot of from the past 2 years, because that template was in place and it worked. We're going to do things similar but not the same, and those guys help with that ability that they played under the bright lights in those big games. They can pass that torch on to the guys coming that'll play this year. I'm really looking forward to watching Evan Bouchard, and if he's able to play for us, Mike DiPietro, another guy that's going to play a prominent role. He's a very good goalie. He's had a good last 2 years here, winning the Memorial Cup, and then our camp last year, and now look to be the guy that's going to lead in the net.
The disappointment part, actually the day I got cut, I put reminders on my phone for every month that I got cut, to kind of keep me going. And it's just something that you never want to make, you never want to feel that feeling ever again. And it's up to me to make sure I don't. And got to do what I do best, and obviously, hopefully rewrite my chapter here at Hockey Canada, and hopefully, win gold come January.
It's just so early to say, who and who's going to do what, and what expectations do we have on other people other than just the returning guys that we're familiar with.
He's a player coach. It's easy to go talk to him. He's just like a dad to us. He gets us loose during hard time, and it's easy to learn from him. No, it's nice to have some friends here. It helps you get loose. It helps you not think too much about hockey. And when you're on the ice, it's just more easy.
Really fun to play with them than it is against them.
The week begins with back-to-back split squad games between Canada and their biggest rival over the past few years, the United States. The teams have met 13 times in the past 10 years, with Canada holding a slight edge of 7 wins to 6 losses. Canada White is led by Max Comtois, and recent first-rounders like Cody Glass and Evan Bouchard, while USA Blue is led by returning forward Brady Tkachuk.
Lead the way, come on. Good hockey, good hockey. Play together. Get up 3.
After Canada misses a great opportunity to tie it, USA doubles the lead with an unassisted goal. After a scoreless second period, Cody Glass finishes a power play goal to tie the game up at 2. But the U.S. responds with Chmielewski potting his second of the game on a pass from Brady Tkachuk.
Always that dynamic of that rivalry of Canada wanting to beat US and show that we're the best, and we take pride in that. And my part of coaching in those environments is all about discipline, mindset, and being in the moment and not getting carried away with, hey, I want to beat the Americans and I'm really mad, I don't want to lose to them. Channel that emotion in the right way, and our guys really did a good job of that.
Winning is fun. Winning, breeds more winning, and so you'd like to do that, but it's not maybe the ultimate goal. You want to see what you have more than anything, so you can make more informed decisions come the final selection camp in December.
Penalties, sticks on the ice. as a tool. Get that mindset where you're going to play your off, play for Canada, and play to win. Let's go.
In the second match of the day, Alex Formanton and Canada Red face the USA White team, led by the Hughes brothers. In the stands, many NHL teams are represented, with scouts tracking the progress of prospective players. In this game, the speed and skill of both teams is obvious, leaving both teams' defensemen and goalies to play catch-up. USA starts the second period with 3 unanswered goals. After a Quinn Hughes penalty, Alex Formanton and Nick Suzuki connect for a backdoor power play goal to cut the lead to 2. As the period ends, tempers start to flare.
We don't need any penalties.
Team Canada pots 2 early goals in the third to tie the game up at 5. One from Antoine Morand and another from Isaac Radcliffe. But as Canada presses for the lead, Quinn Hughes breaks up the play and joins the rush, eventually finishing a pass from his brother Jack for the game-winning goal. Canada's next 2 games come against Finland and Sweden, the team Canada beat in the gold medal game last year. In the first game, Max Comtois scores in overtime to seal the win. While in the game against Sweden, Alex Formanton shows his tenacity and speed, eventually finding his first goal in a rush down the left side.
You know, the on-ice evaluation of the players is only one part of it. I think the fact is, you know, that we can bring our group together in the off-season, you know, coaches, managers, get an idea of how their working relationship is going to work. Players' perspective, I mean, it's another great evaluator for us to watch them come in and be part of the group and see them on the ice and interact with the coaches and in meetings and things like that. But we also understand that it's the middle of the summer and some of these players hadn't been on the ice for a while. So the evaluation is just one part of it. It's not everything, but certainly it's a good, it's a very important time for us, the summer evaluation camp is.
Well, after a few games, we did something a little bit different. We went to Sun Peak,
ski resort. They had the downhill go-kart racing.
Team building is an important thing for us with Hockey Canada because you're trying to put together a group of players that are from a lot of different areas and a lot of different teams, and I think there's a common theme to the team building as well. You know, we have Ryan Hamilton with us, who's our sports psychologist, who understands what the pressures are and how to put these teams together and get these players in the right mindset. So we try and define our team building along the same lines of some of the themes that we want from our team as well. So, you know, for instance, this summer with the go-karting, there was an actual message behind all of that. And
letting go of hockey for a little while and just...
The go-karts are, if you go too fast, you go outside the lines and you can kind of come off line and you can lose your speed as well. So it's playing within that team structure and that speed and that discipline and still being able to excel.
And in first place, and the winner of the gravity cart for Team Canada, Corey Elliott's team with 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
On the final day, fans from across BC descend on Kamloops to catch a rare glimpse at a rivalry that even in the summer feels as strong as ever.
How are you? Good, you? Alex. Alex, how are you, Alex? Max. This is my son, John.
What's up, buddy?
Okay.
Alex,
John.
nice to meet you.
This is going to sign the first one. That's great. John watches the World Juniors every year. So we all.
Really?
While the U.S. team has already made cuts and is icing their best players, Team Canada chooses to sit out its veterans, giving others a chance to prove themselves in front of the home crowd and avenge the 2 losses from earlier in the week.
So this is their last real opportunity to make an impression, and if they're playing today, that means the coaching staff still wants to see them. You know, it's not like Noah Dobson for Canada, who they've seen enough. If you're playing today, you know, there's a good chance the coaching staff wants to see you and wants to see more of you. You have to bring them.
Number 24 is pretty dynamic back there. He's going to move the puck, look to jump by you, stay in his way, know where he's at in all 3 zones, right? Second quick, offense, defense, and third guy close enough to do the job to help out. And we transition side to side. D, tight gaps, trust your skating. You're all good skaters. Okay, if they're quick to transition, we turn pucks over. You're gonna bury your head, skate like madmen all the way back. So we track hard, okay? And lastly, discipline. Discipline in the way we wanna play and the way we're playing. No stick penalties and no feel good moments, okay? Stick together out there. Let's push the pace here, boys. Let's have some fun.
Better way to cap off a great 3 days than with Canada and USA going head-to-head.
Game on.
Suzuki snaps it home, and 8 seconds into the power play, Canada grabs the lead. Real simple, right? A 2-1 Canadian lead after 1 period of play.
I had 4 guys in between periods. They're all the same. Stand them up. They're all the same height. They all got skill. They all got speed. And they all hadn't worked to that point without the puck. And that's another thing they have to puck. So I want one of those 4 guys, or all of those 4 guys,
to step forward and play good without the puck. Then I'm going to notice you. Otherwise, you're just another guy with skill and speed, but not a guy that plays the right way without the puck. You can't play with the puck unless you get it back, unless you're willing to fight to get it back. That's what the game is all about. At the World Junior level, it's about the team that has the biggest will to fight, keep the puck, and fight to get the puck back.
Gets his stick on that, and Canada leads by 2.
That's how we do it, boys. That's what we want right there.
Dominates the sprint under 18. Score! Long shot. Pinballs in. Entwistle banks it off a leg, and it... Walking score! Studnicka makes it 5-1 Canada.
Speed coming out of your zone, speed through the neutral zone.
2-on-1 now O'Brien, along with Robertson. O'Brien walks it and scored! Jay O'Brien snaps it by Welsh, and it's now 5-2. O'Brien's in and shoots, and Volta makes the stop, but still loose score. Picked out, and Cates fires it by, and now pushes the Chevy breaks up. And time expires, so a Canadian lead that was 5-1 is down to 5-3, and once again, Canada and the United States playing an interesting game at the junior level. Here's O'Brien back with it. Center right to Robertson, slides it across to Quinn. Hughes has jumped in. In comes Hughes. The Sexton play, sets it up, locks in, along three-shot save made, rebound, score! Jay O'Brien's got his second, and the United States is back within 1. Brings back 3-on-1. In comes Studnicka. Walks in, holds, and fans on the shot. He barrels into Primo. Now back to Addison. He comes in and shoots, scores! Well, the U.S. School in Denver this year. Now Drury picks it up. Let's play it back across. Shoots, score! Cutter! Fires it home with 2:34 left, and the United States is once again back within 1, 6-5.
Drama. It can't be any other way.
Throws it back in front of 9 seconds. Suzuki banks it off the glass. It'll be icing. Kachuk will take the draw for Team USA. Waiting for the Jack Hughes is into it. With Jared McIsaac got a huge pile-up in front of the Canadian goal.
After winning a close game against the rival Americans, Team Canada's players will now return home to begin final preparations for their September training camps. Some of them will try to crack NHL rosters, while others will return to their junior or college teams, where they will continue to be evaluated through the fall in hopes of receiving a December invite to selection camp in Victoria, BC.